What's going on, guys? In this video, I'll be comparing the iPhone 5 to the Samsung Galaxy Note 2. Now, these are by far two of the hottest smartphones right now. So what better to do than compare both of these devices head to head? Now let's start off with the design. Now the design of the iPhone 5 is almost flawless. It's a very compact design and it also does come with a 4-inch screen. Now overall you can see that this screen is a very nice screen. It's Retina display and the design is definitely very thin and it's very compact and it's a very light device. Now you have the Note 2. Now the Note 2 is basically a phablet. It's the best of a phone, it's the best of the tablet, and it also does come with an S Pen. So as you can see, I can just take out the S Pen right here, and you can create quick notes like so. And I could just write Apple Critics. Just like so, and that's all with this stylus called the S Pen. Now it's built into the design like so, so there's just a little slot for it, and I could put the S Pen back in. And overall, this design is a great design. You would think that this device would be so heavy, but it's really not, and it's also very thin, and it has this kind of metallic back, which is very glossy, and I really do like that. Now let's talk about storage and memory. Now the Galaxy Note 2 does come in 16GB model and a 32GB model, and you can also insert a external SD card, which is 64 gigabytes the most. So you can have a about 100 gigabytes of storage on the Note 2, and then on the iPhone 5 you only have the 16, 32, and 64 gigabyte models, so those are the only three models that you get for the iPhone 5. Now the processors on both devices are very fast. You have Apple's A6 processor, which is clocked at 1.3 GHz, and you have the Note 2's quad-core processor clocked at 1.6 GHz and 2 GB of RAM compared to 1 GB of RAM on the iPhone 5. So you can see theoretically the Note 2 is faster than the iPhone 5. Now this software is very flawless, it's very easy to use, it's very fast. You have the notification bar like so, and you can see that it's very flawless. And then you have iOS 6, which is basically the same as iOS was in iOS 5. Apple didn't take a risk. They just kept it the same and simple, and no widgets whatsoever. And on the Galaxy Note 2, you could have widgets and everything. So Apple didn't really take a risk with iOS 6. It still has the same features as iOS 5. But it just has Passbook and a little more features, but it's nothing too notable. Now the camera is a very notable part about mobile phones today. So if the camera isn't fast or it isn't snappy, that's just basically one decision that you have to make on a phone. So you can see that the camera is very snappy on the iPhone 5 and it's very seamless. But on the Note 2, you can easily go into the camera and you can just take a picture like so. And you can see it's just as fast as the iPhone 5, if not faster. Now the iPhone 5 has this very small battery, and it's a hit or miss battery, depending on which model you get. So one model you can have the best battery life, and another model you might have the worst battery life. So the iPhone 5 has a relatively small battery, but if you take a look at the Note 2, one advantage that it has is a removable back, so you can change the battery. So you can see that the battery is just simply ginormous, and you can see actually how big the battery is, and it's twice the size as the iPhone 5. And I didn't even have to charge my Galaxy Note 2 for 2 days, and that's just simply amazing for the advancement of mobile phones' battery. So you can see it boots up very, very fast. Now, the Galaxy Note 2 does have 4G LTE on all the Galaxy Note 2 devices, and so does the iPhone 5, so that's definitely a draw in that category. So you're probably watching this video and you're wondering if the Note 2 is big. And the answer is no. The Note 2 is definitely a big device. But after a while, once you get your hands on this device, you'll get used to it. You can touch the edge of the screen. I can touch the bottom, even with both hands. So the Note 2 is much thinner than the original Note. It's very improved, so you can actually fit it with one hand. And that's one of the best parts about the Note 2. You have this great screen real estate with the Note 2, and you can use it to your advantage. And making phone calls with this device is just definitely a pleasure, just due to the fact because it's just perfect for the HD voice quality and everything like that. That's why the Note 2 is just so great, and many people do see it as a big S3, but that is just one of the benefits of the Note 2. Now, these devices are definitely very fast, so let's take a look how fast they can basically launch apps. So you can see that I have no apps running on this one, and I'll just go ahead and remove these two apps. So we'll just go ahead and launch a few apps. So let's just say the phone app. So you can see the iPhone 5 was a little bit snappier on that one. And let's say the clock app. So I'll just go ahead and find it. 3, 2, 1. And you can see that was basically a draw. Now let's try the Play Store versus the App Store. 3, 2, 1. And you can see the Play Store won that one. And now it's loading on the iPhone 5. And let's try the camera. So we'll just go ahead and find the camera on the Note 2. 3, 2, 1. And you can see that one was definitely a draw. And overall, these two devices are very speedy. You can see that the Galaxy Note 2 definitely would take the cake in this category because the specs are much higher compared to the iPhone 5. So overall, these two devices are great devices, but the Galaxy Note 2 just definitely takes the cake on this one. Now, the Galaxy Note 2 does have S Voice and Google Now, and the iPhone 5 only has Siri. So let's see how the iPhone 5 stacks up to S Voice with Siri. What time is it in Birmingham?
(6:35:07 a.m. GMT/BST Thursday, October 4th, 2012).
Hi, Galaxy. What time is it in Paris?
7:35 a.m. and 31 seconds CEST Thursday, October 4th, 2012.
So let's try both of them at the same time. Did the Baltimore Orioles win the game today?
That's difficult to answer. Let me search the internet for you.
By the Rays today, the final score was 4-1.
So as you can see, Siri won on this one. So S Voice is definitely not intelligent as Siri, but Google Now is completely a different story. Google Now is much better than Siri. It integrates into your lifestyle. So let's go ahead and launch Google Now. Did the San Francisco Giants win today? And you can see that Google Now pulled it up already.
San Francisco was beaten by Los Angeles today. The final score was 5-1.
So as you can see, Google Now is much better on that category. What is 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1? So you can see
Here's
Google
what I
Now
found.
brought it up already. Who is the President of the United States?
Checking on that. Here's what I found.
And once again, Google Now won again. So as you can see, Google Now is much better than S-Voice and also much better than Siri. So that basically was a complete roundup. So that was the Galaxy Note versus the iPhone 5. Now the Galaxy Note is definitely one of my favorite devices, and so is the iPhone 5. So which device won this versus battle of the best smartphones? Well, that one is up to you. If you prefer Android and some revolutionary features, so if you go into settings and if you go into about, you will have some revolutionary features. You can have all of these motion features that the iPhone 5 doesn't even have. You can have direct calls, so say if you're texting them and you want to call them, just raise the phone to your ear. If you want to tilt to zoom, just tilt your device. Now these motion features are very intelligent and it gives you the best human experience, and so does the iPhone 5. Although the iPhone 5 is a very limited device, Apple should have taken a risk with iOS 6. The maps on the iPhone 5 is very bad, and Apple even apologized for it. And many people have been complaining and griping about that, and that's definitely a reason why they were griping about it. And Google Maps on all Android devices is just simply flawless. And on Google Maps, you have bus routes, you have everything. So Google Maps is just way better on Android devices, as Apple tried to take it out, but they definitely failed with that one. So thank you for watching this video on the iPhone 5 versus the Samsung Galaxy Note 2. Once again, guys, this was Apple Critics. So please be sure to subscribe to my channel. There will also be a link in the description that goes to a site, and that will give you a full hands-on review of both of these devices going head-to-head. So thank you for watching this video again. Please follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/AppleCritics. Please like my Facebook fan page, as it helps me out a lot. And like this video, as I know you watched. Like my Facebook fan page at facebook.com/AppleCritics. And thanks for watching this video versus the Galaxy Note 2. If you think the Note 2 is better than the iPhone 5, leave your comments down below. I would like to hear them, and I'll also respond to you and also list why. And thanks for watching.